So if we think about data science as a collection of like these big study items, I think it's fair to start with statistics, right? Like just understanding numbers. The second level would be like analytics, right? How do you make those numbers mean something and like, get insights from your initial form of numbers, right? And then from there, you're getting into like machine learning, right? Like modeling, essentially, right? Because analytics aren't always models, analytics aren't always forward looking, right? They usually don't do great outside of their established range. But that's where machine learning comes in, right? And is able to make predictions and whatnot, right? And then after that, it's kind of like neural networks, right? Like neural networks is still modeling, but it's like massively bigger and more capable than most machine learning models out there. Again, not trying to poo-poo machine learning models, and we should always keep an open mind to it. But this is the progression that I think is fairly standard for most people to follow as far as like how they develop as data scientists. I'm not proposing this as a study roadmap. I'm just saying that in all the skills you could develop, this is, I think, a fairly standard stack for most data scientists. And the reason I kind of wanted to close out with this for you guys is because kind of sharing my own experience. Um, this is basically like kind of like the learning progression that I followed, but I felt that like in my own understanding, in my own like usage of data science in general, it really took a step forward when I started understanding neural networks. Like, because if you don't know anything about neural networks and you're at the machine learning phase, you're basically learning like that, like the ISL book, right? Like the Introduction to Statistical Learning book. That's essentially a machine learning book, right? And it's like, yeah, okay, I kind of get that, and I understand why you need clustering and why you need to do dimension reductionality and stuff. Like you like I kind of like understood it, but once I understood neural networks and the inputs and the layers, and it can be whatever you want, and it represents the human brain, that's when I was like, whoa, like mind blown. Okay, now I get why people are so hyped up about data science.